The release of this game was notoriously shrouded in deceit and hyperbole, so much so that it caused the partial downfall of a once beloved studio. But you see, that deceit and hyperbole didn't just come from one side, because even from the day of its original release, Cyberpunk 2077 has been a very, very special game. The type of game that achieves things that so many other forms of art, not just games, only wish they could accomplish. However, because of the hate and vitriol that was rightfully given to the game at the start, these aspects of greatness have been ignored or forgotten by many. You see, Cyberpunk tells more than the story of V saving his or her own life. It tells the story of humanity's greatest struggle. The struggle to become something in this world, to become the legend of your own story, only to let that go in pursuit of more meaningful things. When I first beat Cyberpunk and got the star ending with Panam and the Aldecados, it arose something deep within my soul. It spoke to that inner drive we all have to one day achieve the things we know deep down we're capable of, but to never forget that none of those things matter when compared to the things that actually do. Family, friends, and those we truly love and care about. And the only reason this game was able to have such a drastic effect was because it really is that special. Behind all the bugs and issues there certainly is in this game, there are characters with real emotions and amazing drive and passion. A world teeming with life and some of the most densely packed and detailed zones of all time. A world full of lies, crime, death, and despair, yet still full of so many beautiful people who make it all worth it. Ironically, the most hyped game of all time went from being massively overrated to now, in many ways, massively underrated, because the core tenets of Cyberpunk's world and storytelling have the potential to evoke emotions and realizations reserved for only the best art has to offer. And even on top of this, the gunplay is deep and fun, letting players sneak, shoot, hack, and talk their way through and out of situations. And while the world does lack decision-making and consequence of some other of my favorite RPGs, it makes up for this by making those linear sections have such a meaningful and lasting impact. So while the world doesn't feel as alive as Red Dead Redemption 2, when you walk up to characters and they react to what you do, its main characters and journey that you go on them with feels so real and well realized that it makes you forget these shortcomings. More than anything, Cyberpunk is a look into what makes video games so beautiful. An interactive set of memorable moments that by the end can fundamentally change how we view the world, through the applications of hardship, horror, friendship, and love. Before you die, take the chance to ignore all the hate you see in the world, and give this game a shot where so many others told you it was horrible, because it might just be the greatest game you've ever played. It was for me.